We're Wild on the Go in the Redwoods in Northern California.
Some of these trees are over 300 feet tall.
We're going to go explore a little.
I wondered if you could just tell us a little bit about the relationship that the state park and the national park has here. It's a little bit different than most national parks.
Yeah, so our long-winded name is Redwood National and State Parks. Yeah, and you know, right now you're here in Prairie Creek Redwood State Park, and this is partnered up with Redwood National Park and also these other parks up here. So the National Park Service and California State Parks needs to work together. And then on top of that, Redwood Parks Conservancy is a nonprofit that helps out with the parks. So that's kind of like my direct employer, but I work for the parks in general. And basically how it came to be is related to the history of how, you know, it took multiple steps you know, in different times and places for land to be acquired and set aside for protection. So Prairie Creek Redwoods is the oldest area around here that's part of the park. I believe it was 1923 that this land became Prairie Creek Redwood State Park. And that's part of the reason why we have one of the larger chunks of old growth forest. Got a little extra info about the history on this area here, especially starting over here. And then there's also a lot of good info, you know, all over here.
These are coast redwood trees. They're one of 3 types of redwoods. There's the dawn redwood, which is the smallest of the 3. It's found primarily, I think, in China now. There's none naturally in the wild in the United States, but they are brought over. They get to be about 140 feet tall and only about 6 feet in diameter, which makes it the smallest. There's the Sequoia redwood, and that's found in the Sierra in California. That's the widest, with a diameter of about 30 feet. And the coast redwood trees get to be about 379 feet and about 26 feet in diameter. And they stay around for thousands of years. And one of the main reasons for that is this thick bark that they have. It's so thick, it's resistant to insects and natural enemies. And it doesn't have any resin or sap, so it makes it very resistant to fire. Sometimes the insides of these will burn long before the bark burns, and the tree will continue to live. After several fires, it may break down and eventually destroy the tree, but they're very resistant to fire. Its primary nemesis would probably be the wind, because there's no taproot, and they have very shallow roots, probably 6 to 10 feet in the ground, and the roots can probably spread out many feet, up to 80, I think. But no taproot, so in a windstorm, these can be vulnerable to getting blown over. And I wouldn't want to be anywhere around when these things come down. Very big and impressive. I wish we could convey the scale It's absolutely gigantic. So these tiny cones are a testament that big things can come from small beginnings. These are about the size of an olive. They're coast redwood cones, and they turn into the tallest trees in the world. It's not the only way a redwood can sprout. They can also sprout from burls, which are basically these knots in the trees. It's absolutely amazing when you think about how long these redwoods have been here. Despite everything that's gone on in history, all the wars, troubles that mankind has gone through and endured and caused, the redwoods are still standing. They've been here through it all. This tree here is cleverly named Big Tree, and there's good reason for that. It's about 304 feet high. It's got a diameter of over 21 feet, and it's said to be over 1,500 years old. Absolutely amazing.
many parks have you guys been to lately?
Great, thank you. Thank you.
That's how many states we've been in. We've been to Teton, Yellowstone,
You too.
Nugget Caves.
It's more accessible. It's going to show you any other part of the park. You're really on high bluffs.
Trails here in the park. And so it depends on where you,
Right.
if you get on Howland Hill, so it's a lane and a half dirt, 10 to 15 miles an hour. You're going to see old growth and great trees just driving this. And this is about 45 minutes as it is.
8 mile
Okay, to
take
Scout
road
Road.
through the Redwoods.
And you can get, you can
And on
start
their
going
Scout Road is the number one recommended short walk.
start going back after, 30, 40 minutes, turn around,
And
come
you will
back out.
probably see some bananas out there.
Scout. Is that gonna be it for you?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
We hope you enjoyed our journey into the Redwoods.
Please remember to comment, share, and subscribe.
Thanks for watching. Can you believe we're inside of a living redwood tree?
Amazing.